Mark, your friend to the right talks about truth-telling. There are a few people I could say have done that consistently through their careers like you have, because you've talked about the importance of mining to society. Tell us how it looks from your point of view, but also your really unique partnership that you now have with the kingdom.
Well, first, thanks again for the opportunity. And again, as Mark, congratulations to the country and the leadership for the vision that they've shown in bringing everyone together, something very unique and quite special. I've always said we should not be apologists for our industry, because if you look around this room, everything in this room came from mining. The mining industry produces the materials for everything. We can't create matter. It has to come from somewhere. It comes from the ground. And even the ancients understood that mining was the most critical industry on the face of the planet. Second point, our industry has a net positive environment footprint, producing fertilisers and other products to shrink our human footprint in terms of the crops we grow, shrinking our in urban footprints because we can build up using the materials from mining, means that we don't spread across the land and kill diversity. And third, in terms of the contribution we make in terms of water, the products that we produce, purify the water, desalination plants, all those materials come from mining. And our role in the energy transition has made it very clear and obvious to the world that we're the key to making sure that we've got the right energy structures and processes to support the planet and at the same time protect biodiverse environments. We don't tell our story. So when I talk about the importance of mining, growing mining, the first thing we have to do is tell our story. And in my view, without mining, social, environment, those possibilities are just not possible. We're the key. That's the most important point. The 3 points in terms of how do you grow, the how, or the where, as Mark often says, and I heard Mark say this a few months back, it's not about geopolitics, it's about geology. And I think his example in Pakistan is a great one. You have to go where the materials are. So making sure that the country has the endowment, and we've seen that great announcement yesterday from Geological Survey, absolutely critical. Secondly, in terms of the what, the key areas for us, we think, in terms of encourage investment, is access to land, political certainty, having the skills, even if you have to bring some skills in terms of domain knowledge, experience, building the skills within the country over time. It's policy frameworks, it's consistency, and it's understanding how all those pieces work together. And then finally, the how. There's a responsibility on us as miners to do our work well. We can always improve. Unfortunately, from our point of view, it's the 2% bad stories that are used to characterise who we are. It's not about the 98%, and the fact that we make the world work is the story that doesn't get out there. So we've all got to do a better job in pulling those pieces together. And for me, that's the key message about or around how we can support countries develop investment in the material sector. Mining conjures up a hole in the ground when it's about us providing the materials that make the world work. That's who we are. We provide the materials that make the world work.
The minister said he actually thinks the region was fortunate that they started from scratch. You've heard the vision for the region. Is it achievable to do what the region wants to do?
I think the vision is achievable, but I'll put one caveat based on what I heard yesterday. Every country that spoke about their vision for the future said they wanted everything. They want exploration, they want mining, they want downstream processing, they want to participate in the supply chains. And in my experience in mining, 4 phases. Exploration and mine development requires significant investment, and the communities will participate 70 to 80% of the value to be had in those first 2 steps. Most countries aren't in a position to invest further downstream, which is much more expensive, lower returns, much higher risk, And quite often they're starving the country of investment in other sectors that should come before downstream processing. In the Saudi Arabia context, they've been in the extractive sector for a long time. They've built a balance sheet. They've got the capacity to go downstream. But many of the other participants that probably should be working as partners on the downstream part are thinking about their own visions. And at the end of the day, Jim Rutherford said it quite well when he said, investments follow returns, not the other way around. And so for those countries that are still building a nascent mining industry, start with the first two steps, exploration and mining. Downstream investment is a tough business, big skills gaps, the infrastructure you need is a big step again. Why not partner as per the concept around the super region and get the best of both worlds and negotiate with partners on returns for providing materials? That's where I think for this conversation to go anywhere, it has to be a different type of conversation. We're not there yet.